Hey fellow crocheters, it's Janet with BDDPatterns.com. Thank you so much for stopping by today. In this video, I'm going to show you just how easy it is to crochet the one row repeat waffle stitch. Let's talk about what you need to learn how to do this beautiful one row repeat waffle stitch. Today I used a 5.5 millimeter crochet hook. This is the swatch, so you're going to need some yarn, and I used a 4 worsted weight, and this is Karen 1 pound in off-white. And then all you'll just need is a pair of sharp scissors. All right, let's get started. This is a great pattern because it is so simple. After we get past our 2 foundation rows, it's just a 1 row repeat until you want to stop. All right, the first thing you need to know is for the foundation chain, you want to chain multiples of 3 plus 2. So I am going to chain 17. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7. All right, here we go with row 1. Row 1 is a single crochet, but we are going to be going into the back bar of our chains, and all my patterns going forward, we start the first row just like this. And it's because what happens is you have a starting row and you have an ending row, and you want them to look the same. See how the stitch is? It's so easy to add a border when you do it this way. All right, so in row 1, we're going to go into the second back bar, in other words, the second chain, and we're simply going to do that all the way across our chains. And because we went into the second chain from the hook, that means that we will now be working over 16 stitches. And just a single crochet. Super easy. And this is our setup row 1. This is a 1 row repeat, but we need to do 2 setup rows before we get to the 1 row repeat. And then for this pattern, the last, when you're done with crocheting whatever length you want, the last row is this. It's a single crochet, but it will be into the regular stitch, not into the back bar, so you'll go in just as you normally would. All right, there's a row 1, 16 single crochet stitches. Row 2, chain 2. We're going to turn, and now we are going to just double crochet in each stitch, but in this pattern, the chain 2 of the row, of the beginning of the row, counts as the first stitch. So that means that we're not going to go into this stitch, but we're going to go into the next stitch. So just go ahead and double crochet into the remaining stitches across. It's that easy. And after this row, we'll be done with our setup row, and the fun will begin because we'll be on the repeat row. I hope you guys are having a good day. I hope this pattern helps you make your day even brighter. I'm in Michigan and it's really cold here today. I had to, again, put my furry shirt on to stay warm. But that's okay. Crocheting does help you stay warm. I don't know if it's just because you're working with yarn or what, but for me, I guess it's just as much of a mental exercise it is for a hand and forearm exercise. We're almost done here. Just have 2 more to go. And there we go. That is a double crochet into all 16 stitches. And you remember, you skip the first one because this is your first stitch, this chain 2. All right, we are ready to hit the repeat row. So I'm going to call this row 1 because the foundation rows don't count. So we are just going to front post double crochet. This is our first stitch. This is our second stitch. So we're going to go into that post and we're going to front post double crochet. My hook slipped out there. All right, double crochet just as you would in the next 2 stitches. Front post double crochet, which is just inserting your hook behind the stitch and bringing it forward. And that's it. And this is your pattern. Now the only thing that's different is when you get to the end, you have to go into the stitch a little differently. And we're going to do one more row together because I think that it's important. You'll really start to see the stitch forming with the next row. But again, it's just a front post double crochet and then 2 regular double crochet. Seriously, it couldn't be easier. It's just so amazing to me how 1 row repeats come together and you can really make something beautiful. And if you're looking for something that's easier, you don't want to stress out about learning new stitches or just, I don't know, complications. I don't like complicated things. I'm a simpleton, I guess. All right, so now we're going to go into these last 2 stitches. And the last stitch is actually going to be in the turning chain from the previous row, because remember I said that the first 2 chains count as the first stitch. Okay, that's the first repeat row. Okay, here we go. There's our first post. We're going to just front post double crochet as we did before because this is our repeat row. Two double crochets and back to the front post double crochet. All right, I want to explain something to you so that you could do this by watching TV or just not intensely focusing. Like if you're a passenger in a car or something like that, you're just an avid crocheter, you know what I'm talking about. How you can tell that you're doing this right is you see how on the row that you're working with there are 2 stitches that are pulled forward. Okay, so you're always going to do your front post double crochet into that second stitch that's pulled forward. So we just did that. Now we're going to do our 2. See, I'm going into the one that's next to it and then this one, and now here's my stitch that's pulled forward, and that's the second one. So I know if I've lost count on my counts or whatever, that when I'm there, that's the pattern of 3. And it's just that easy. This stitch is so cool. and it really does give a nice texture. But like I said, if you're looking for something that's kind of mindless, this is the stitch for you. And it goes by pretty quick because, you know, it's a double crochet. So what can you say about that? It's a taller stitch. It's going to move right along. All right, here we are on our last 3 stitches. We're going to front post double crochet. And then we are going to do 2 double crochets, 1 into the next stitch, and then our last double crochet into the turning chain. All right, when you're done with your length, you're just going to want to chain 1, turn, and do single crochets into that last row, and that's what's going to make your piece look the same on top to bottom.